the first
Because I remember when you were sharing my account, we couldn't broadcast, and I just keep forgetting because I'm playing you. But that's all right. You get to see the play.
I love that play.
Extra point up
You threw
and
it deep,
through
it looks
by
like.
Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there we go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the counter, Elliott.
Oh, why did I run into you?
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's my fault.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh!
Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly.
Oh!
How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Oh, my fucking turbo
wasn't
button.
Too far from breaking
R2
that.
button.
Officially give him 15, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
That might cost me.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Yeah,
Last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big
Tyler Lockett. And Lockett with a grab over the
It's all right, you left me time, though. It's all right, you left me time.
All the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 58 yards. And the
Do not touch any of my cords at all. You're being careless and stupid again.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays.
This will cost me again.
Correct,
he fucking unplugged my Ethernet cord.
All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
No.
Remind you that coming up in 2 minutes
funny how you're asking
we'll
Victor.
off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will
I threw an empty beer can, and it went right side up.
It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him.
Man was like looking all amazed. I'm like, what? And I looked, and the can standing
it's
up.
It's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Get up, Priscilla.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Victor, you distract me one more time, dude.
Begin the drive with Carson.
You already know you're in the doghouse.
On the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One simple thing. You're supposed to clean up. That's it.
Especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He may try and run for this. He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play.
Louder, man.
2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down.
Let's go, baby.
At about the 1-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain.
Man, you got to play smart, brother.
Return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play.
You only risk it when you know, man, man. You only risk it if you know you can stop somebody.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Wilson now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Okay, there you go. You didn't ask me for the diaper,
here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Alert.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
You had the play you wanted?
Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, I mean, 2 for 3 before that. They finally get stopped again. That's okay.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 33 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
I can barely hear you because you're cutting out with your terrible internet.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14.
Hello? Yeah, I can hear you.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Why were you done over here when there's so close over here?
His guys will get it.
I said don't go anywhere else until there's no close over here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. From the 31, Wilson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. He hits his running back, Procise. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Yeah.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Now left side of the swing pass. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Again, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
It was like over 50 yards.
A first down carry by Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Again, it's Elliott.
Let's do the turbo.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. 10 carry now for Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The throw over the middle, taken in, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Elliott. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then,
hey, I gotta go eat real quick, and I'll be back like after
a little drama there at the end,
an hour.
but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner.
Are you going to be able to play?
They knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.